Mr. Herring, we do have an important responsibility of members of this committee, unlike any other committee in Congress. We're the Investigations and Oversight Committee. The chairman went through the history of the committee and some of the investigations. This particular case we're talking to, dealing with Secretary Clinton's emails, the case was declared closed by the director, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and that came after, and I pointed this out the day he was here, just an unprecedented series of events, and Mr. Jordan, I think, relayed some of the timetable. On Friday, July 1st, the Attorney General said she would take whatever recommendations FBI came up with. On Saturday, the 2nd of July, the vans pull up and they interviewed the witness for what, 4 hours, was it?
Something like that. I don't really recall.
Something like that. And I asked the questions if it was recorded, and was no. Did he participate in it, the director? No. Then we found out that there were the 302s that were taken. Is that correct? The summaries are taken.
A 302 for Ms. Clinton? Yes.
Yes. Okay. And then on July 5th, the 4th was Monday, it was announced by the director there would be no prosecution or case closed by basically the Attorney General the next day. That's pretty much the sequence, isn't it?
I think he made that recommendation.
Yeah,
yes.
and the case is closed. Now, I've been on the committee longer than anyone here. I can never remember an instance, and the chairman went back to before the Teapot Dome scandal, when even during some of these investigations, we have always had access to information, and that has been the case, hasn't it? That we've always had access, unfettered access. The committee, again, the chairman cited time after time.
I don't know about unfettered access before my time.
But we've gotten the information. Again, he has that, and I'd like it made part of the record, Mr. Chairman, the report that you have.
Without objection, so ordered.
Mm-hmm. And we do know that the secretary used a private server which had emails that contained classified information. Is that not right, Ms. Walsh? All this community would agree on that?
About her use of a private server, sir?
The secretary used a private server, and on it, and going through the server was classified information. I mean, everybody, unless you're on another planet, knows that, including these. They're all shaking their head affirmatively. The director, when he was here, said he didn't know if there was a possibility that it could have been hacked, that information could have been made public. We have really a national security issue here, too, that Congress, in its responsibility to investigate, is now being denied the information about what really took place. You're participating in keeping that information from us, Mr. Herring.
If I could just say a couple of things. You know, one, on the personally identifiable information, I obviously have a subpoena here for that now. I engaged Mr. Chavitz's staff earlier today about a compromise that.
Well, we're going to get the 302s one way or another, but you have not given us all the 302s, right?
Not yet. We did prioritize them, and we did the most important.
That's not a question. You don't get to prioritize. Never in the history of investigations that I've participated in. We want the information. We are entitled to the information. We are the investigative branch. Collectively, we represent the American people.
Certainly.
And you have denied that. Now, we've had to file with you, Mr. Krasnick, a referral. how long before you act on the referral? You have the referrals?
We have the letter from the chairman and Chairman Goodlatte. as
What's
well.
the timetable? I mean,
I can't give you a timetable. We've referred it, it's being
They-
reviewed, and I can't give you a timetable for an investigation.
you are, again, withholding information that this committee legitimately requested the director is, and he promised that he would provide us. That's not acceptable.
Gentleman's time is